Konnichiwa, minna. It means to say hello everyone. Most of the people want to go to Japan. So now, I will introduce to you myself first. This is Bianca Ramos from BSE 3C Group 9 in Upper Asian Literature. So, I am here ready to travel with you and to see the beautiful history of Japan. Let's start! Neho ni yokoso. Here are the fun facts about Japan. Japan has been captivating travelers since it first opened up to international trade in 1853. While its many traditions and cultural landmarks persist, Japan is also one of the leading economic and technological centers of the world. The world's oldest company in Japan is Kongogumi. Kongogumi is the oldest operating business in the world, established in 578. It specializes in the construction of temples and shrines, and it has the 11th largest population in the world. An estimated 126 million people live in Japan. Since 2011, Japan's population has been notably declining, mostly due to low birth rates. Some say due to expensive childcare and the difficulty of finding well-paying jobs. So let's go to Japanese literature. The development of Japanese literature from the beginning of the modern period. In the beginning, Japanese poets used Chinese language to express their emotions, their observations, and insight. Japanese poets also developed a native style, which is integral to Japanese culture. So these are the period of Japanese literature. So the first one is Nara period, 710 to 794. The first one is Kojiki, 1712 to 1720. It is recorded from oral tradition by Hida Noir and credited to Yasumaru. The poems in this book are said to be composed by Japanese god Susanoo. So this is a collection of 10,000 lips. So waka is a classical Japanese poetry. Chinese poets recited poems in the courts of the Japanese royals and aristocrats. The second modern period is Heian, 794 to 1185. So, the Genji Monogatari form a critical part of a noble woman's education. And Murasaki Chikibu is considered the preeminent masterpiece of Heian fiction and early example of a work of fiction in the form of a novel. The Heike Monogatari was an epic of the battle between two clans for control of Japan. The third one period is Edo period, 1603 to 1868. Around this time, the function of literature as a means of social intercourse broadened, composing ranga, successive link verses by several people forming a long poem. So let's go to life and works of Japanese authors. The first Japanese author is Junichiro Tanizaki. His genre are fiction, drama, essays, silent film, and scenario. The second one is Osamu Dazai. He is a novelist and a short story writer. And this is Fumiko Inchi. And this is Yoko Ogawa. She got a Kotagawa Prize in 1990. Lastly is Haruki Murakami. His genre are fiction, surrealism, magical realism.
Haiku is a Japanese poetic form that consists of the three lines. First, A World of Dew by Kobayashi Isa, a world of dew, yet within the dewdrops quirls. Kobayashi Isa, 1763-1828. Isa was his pen name meaning cup of tea. Painful childhood. went to Indo to study haiku at 14. Life marked with sorrow, loss of first wife, 3 children, failed second marriage, and house burned down. Talent not recognized until after death. Dew is beautiful. Each morning it blankets the ground with tiny. The world is full of beautiful things. Yet within the dewdrops, the world is full of beautiful things that look pristine on the outside. But just as dew is made up of droplets, there is always more to the things that seem perfect. Quarrels, things are not always as beautiful and perfect as they seem on the outside. This haiku pointed out that the world is full of things that look well put together on the outside, but on the inside, these things can be far from perfect. Next is Lighting One Candle by Yosa Boson. Lighting one candle with another candle, spring evening. Yosa Boson was a Japanese poet and painter of Edo period. Boson is considered among the greatest poets of the Edo period, and he is known for completing haiga as a style of art. Lighting One Candle haiku poem only contain 3 lines, and this will be the best representation of a poem that does not have many words. Poem is about a candle that has the power to be transferred to another type of candle. It means that the light of the sun in the winter is transferred to the light in the spring, creating spring evening. It is about the changing of season from winter to spring. This poem is hopeful and thoughtful. This poem is sign of hope. Lighting one candle is referring to the light of the sun and light of the moon. The author compared the light of the sun and moon to a flame of candle. Next is Haiku for You by Sonia Sanchez. Love between us is speech and breath. Loving you is a long river running. Sonia Sanchez, born Wilsonia Benita, driver, September 9, 1934, is an American poet, writer, and professor. She was a leading figure in Black arts movement and has written over a dozen books of poetry, as well as short stories, critical essays, plays, and children books. Sonia Sanchez liked love to a long river running. The river specifies the purity and the course of love. The love is idyllic because it does not expire. Therefore, the addresses can confident about the enduring substance of the love. Love like how the river flows, thus, and a love so important and valued like breath and speech toward a person because the title is for you. The breath and speech part could also mean something they can't live without. So that's all. Thank you so much.
Tale of Genji. The Tale of Genji background. Written about 1,000 years ago and has 54 chapters and over 1,000 pages of text in English translation. It is generally considered to be the world's first true novel and was certainly the first psychological novel even written. The Tale of Genji deals with the life of a prince and his seemingly endless affair with the various court ladies. The novel depicts a refined Japanese court life during the Heian period. It was created for the purpose of entertainment for upper-class women of aristocracy. It is both romantic and political type of story. The tale is parallel to the Heian society. One group of elites obsessed in rank, leisure and breeding. They were acutely sensitive to beauty of nature and pleasure of music, poetry and calligraphy as it was portrayed in this tale. Heian means peace and tranquility in Japanese. Heian capital is the Kyoto today, the birth of Japan literatures, the last division of classical Japanese history, period of rise of samurai class. And these are the characters in the tale of Genji. The first one is Prince Hikaru Genji, son of the emperor and a low-ranking court lady, hero of the novel. He is described as a superbly handsome man. Genji is the second son of an emperor, but he is delegated to civilian life for political reasons and lives as an imperial officer. The second one is the emperor, father of Genji, and his favorite concubine is Lady Kiritsugu, the mother of Genji. Later, he married Princess Fujitsugu, who resembles his former Lady Kiritsugu. Princess Fujitsugu, Emperor's wife, Reizel's mother. She resembles the deceased concubine of the Emperor, and later she becomes one of his wives. Genji loves her first as a stepmother, but later as a woman, and they fell in love with each other. Princess Ainui. She is Genji's first wife, the left minister's daughter and mother of Yugiri, son of Genji. She is married to Genji by political arrangement, and without mutual feelings, they didn't have a good relationship with each other. Lady Murasaki. Murasaki becomes the love of Genji's life, but was not originally his principal consort. Genji's deepest and most enduring love is for Murasaki, who entered his life with weight in need of protection, but whose first claim in Genji's affection derives from her semblance to her cousin Fujitsugu. Lady Rukuju, another Genji sister. It was said that she became anxious over Genji's wife, Lady Ayu, because of the carriage accident, that she turns into an evil spirit and attacks the Lady by night until she finally kills her. Lady Kiritsugu. She is the favorite concubine of the emperor and mother of Genji. The concubines were jealous, with their continuously, jealousy, and hostility. It led her health failing and later on death. Lady Oburusukiyo. She is a concubine of the Emperor Zazuku and other Genji's secret love affair. Their relationship was exposed when they were discovered meeting in a secret place that caused Genji's exile. Lady of Akashi. Wealthy merchant's daughter of Akashi. Genji had an affair with her during his exile in Akashi, and she gave birth third Princess Akashi Womsun, because expressed Akashi. Princess Ona Sanomiya. Genji's third wife and cousin of Fujitsugu, had an illicit affair with another man because of jealousness and the attention of Genji